Welcome to Dave's Dimension, the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. We are the Dimension.
Hey guys, welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back to the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So we're back again for another unbox. This time around, we are jumping into the Marvel Retro Universe. We're going to go into one of the Retro Spider-Man cards right here. We're going to get into it in just a few moments, but guys, as always, why don't you do me a favor? Why don't you go into the video description below and check out our YouTube warriors. Those are everyday people just like you and me who makes amazing content that you don't want to miss out on. So please check out those links for our YouTube warriors. And also, while you're there, check out the link to the RIDE for Roswell. Now, RIDE for Roswell is an annual cancer fundraiser that benefits Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Institute here in the Buffalo, New York area. Now, they are a medical facility and institute that basically their main goal is to advance cancer research and to develop new and better treatments, ultimately getting to a cure. And the way they do that is by donations. Now, they do an annual bike ride fundraiser that I was fortunate enough to join last year. I signed up for the 10-mile ride. I wound up doing the 20. This time around, believe it or not, I am going to do the 30-mile ride. So all that I'm asking you guys to do is check out the links below and please check out the donation link. And if you're inclined, if you have the resources, I ask you to please make a donation to the RIDE for Roswell. The links are in the description below. All proceeds go directly to Roswell Park Comprehensive Institute, and I would greatly appreciate it, guys. So thank you. Help me RIDE for Roswell, and let's make a difference together. Now, let's get to the video, guys. So we got ourselves a retro card Spider-Man, and one of my favorites of all time. This is Ben Reilly. This was the Scarlet Spider who for a time took on the mantle of Spider-Man. Now, if you're not familiar with who Ben Reilly is, long story short, there was a time when Spider-Man was battling the Jackal, and the Jackal is known for making clones. He made a clone of Peter Parker. Ben Reilly, believing he was the clone of Peter Parker, he put himself in self-exile. He left New York City, went on to the road all across the country, and eventually he found that he could not hide his abilities. So he donned and created a persona known as the Scarlet Spider. And he even, cut his hair, did a little bleach blonde look to it, and went by the name of Ben Reilly. Ben as in Uncle Ben. So there you go. Now, eventually, the Peter Parker that we had in New York City, at one point he was injured. Another point he, needed to take a break and heal up. He needed just a break from everything. So Ben Reilly took over the mantle and created an all-new Spider-Man suit. So if you notice, he's got his wrist cartridges and gauntlets right on his wrists. And there's a little bit of a different scheme going on here for his suit. So what do you say we get right on into this? Scarlet Spider has always been a big, big favorite of mine. And I was blown away that they did a Ben Reilly Spider-Man. I would love for them to do a Scarlet Spider. I know they did one a couple years ago, but I missed out on it. And I mean, you can't find it on eBay. Not really. So here we got Ben Reilly. There's a little write-up. We have all the figures that they have in this wave. We have the Spider Armor Mark 1. We have Hammerhead, which I personally don't have a whole lot of interest in. We got Symbiote Spider-Man. We got Hobgoblin, and we got Shocker. So there we go. Now we do have a little synopsis right here on the back. If you guys want to pause this video and read it, you can. So after years of self-imposed exile, Spider-Man is back, now calling himself Ben Reilly, and sporting a brand new costume. Web shooters, the wall crawler returns to fight crime. Now this is in the theme of the 1990s Fox animated series Spider-Man. Now Ben Reilly, I think, made one appearance in that towards the end of the episode. It was kind of like a Into the Spider-Verse, if you will, kind of a prequel of that. And by the way, that cartoon, the Spider-Man, the animated series, which was on Fox, pretty much running parallel with the X-Men, that is available on Disney Plus. So if you guys want to check it out, I highly recommend you do. So let's get right into it, guys. We got our knife, we got our mouse, we got our table, we got our cameras. Let's get right into it, guys. And for those who are inbox collectors, you might want to turn away. I am nothing but an out-of-box. What can I say? There you go. I would almost like to try and save this card back and use it as like a background on a shelf or something. But so what do we get here? We get a couple sets of hands right here. We get Ben. We get his open hands. And we also get his closed fists. He comes already with his thwip hands right there. Sorry about the noise, guys. I love that we get the wall crawler hands. We're going to take a close look at those in just a second. No web effects. But if you have other Spider-Man figures, you can always use their web effects for this character. Actually, I don't know. No, you can't. There's no pegs or anything for the effects to go into. But let's take a look at this right here. I love this. This is awesome right now. I have some Spidey figures. I have the Tom Holland Spider-Man figures. I have a Velocity suit Spider-Man, or not the Velocity suit, but I can't think of the name of that one. But I have I have several Tom Holland Spider-Man. I do have Miles Morales from Into the Spider-Verse. We have Peter B. Parker, but those are about the only ones I have. I love that they actually took time with this joint right here. The detail that we have right here, as far as the stitching, the webbing, if you will, they did a tremendous job back here. When this comic first came out, I loved it. When I say the comic, I mean when Ben Reilly took over for Peter here. The design of the suit, how the spider legs wrap around the entire suit, and he kind of went with kind of a split Two-Face kind of a look here, where we only had the webbing on the outside but not on the inside. So he definitely made this spider suit his own. I love now this right here. I wish we had more of a silver kind of a look here. You know, I mean, it's not bad. It's not terrible, but I would love to have more of a metallic finish instead of just the molded silver plastic. I'm curious, can I slide? Yes, I can slide these off. Okay, so that's good news, because you know what that means? Paint time. Yeah, I'm definitely going to hit these up with some silver argents. I might, I'm getting some chrome color paint, so I might even experiment with making his web shooters the chrome color to make them pop a little bit more. I'm not a person who's going to plan to resell these at any point in time. This is for my own memories, my own enjoyment, because, hey, that's what toys are, man. They bring us back to a more innocent time, a more fun time, if you will. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing that. That's going to be a fun little paint mod. I got a few different paint mod projects. We got some DC Multiverse figures. I got a little project for one of the Bat Cycles. That's going to be pretty fun. You may want to stay tuned for that. But yeah, we can take these gauntlets off and hit them with some silver, some chrome, maybe see if they pop a little bit better. You know, it can't be any worse. The joints on here are nice and stable. I mean, it's not the strongest right here. It does feel a little weak, but I had a different figure, different Spider-Man figure where the legs were super, super flimsy. It was the Spider-Man 2099. In the left leg, they were super, I mean, it felt like it could easily break off. This one feels a little bit better. Definitely, it's your typical Spider-Man. We got the muscle inflections right here. Good job right here. I mean, we have your typical movements. You know, he's not exactly doing Jean-Claude Van Damme right there, but there's a lot we could do with this. I mean, I love how... Take a look at that, guys. I mean, this is perfect if we want to do... Take out the hands. We'll put the wall crawler hand on. See if we can move his arm up. So we could have him like up against the ledge and maybe he's about to shoot. You know, he's about to shoot his webbing off to the side, you know? Let's take a look. Da, 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 da. Don't hate me. It's the 1980s Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. That's what I'm humming. But yeah, I mean, we can do a lot of stuff. Like he's looking to the side. About to shoot his... let's see if we can... Yeah, we'll twist up his torso like that. Now he can kind of look... Let's say we had it to the side of a building. He's looking to the side about to shoot his webbing. There's a lot of fun stuff we can do with this. And this figure is awesome. Joints feel pretty solid, pretty safe. I mean, we do have the pin right here. But if you can find a paint or even a marker, Sharpie, that's this dark of a blue, like a nice rich royal, you might be able to just cover up the pin on either leg. And there you go. I mean, they took care of the pins here. Pins here are all blue, right? Here and here. The only red we see is this underside connector for the, I want to say that's a butterfly joint right there. But there we go, guys. I mean, very solid. I don't have to worry about, don't have to worry about anything breaking off. He is a very awesome, awesome figure. Now, of course, I have an action pose stand right here. So if we wanted to, we can do a lot of different things. We can do our obligatory kind of action pose. Your basic poses right there, guys. This figure is, I mean, this is going to be one of my favorites. I mean, yeah, I'm not the greatest poser in the world, but hey, we can play around with this. I have to figure out a few different ways we can do some poses, but you got to have Spidey in his obligatory web shooting pose, like he's swinging through the streets of NYC. Do have to push this back a little bit to offset any weight differential. So yeah. I mean, it's a great, great figure. I mean, you guys can't go wrong with this. You really can't. I mean, it's Spider-Man. You really can't go wrong. I love that they gave us so many different hands. Now, let's take a close-up at the hands right here. They did good with the paint apps right here. I'm going to see if I can get that to focus a little bit. There we go. They really did a great job. Let's take a look at the open. They were spot on with all the detailing. Now, I did hear some people have some different Spidey figures where the lines were not showing up perfectly. But these they did. Even if they didn't, that's something you could fix. Anyone who's ever heard of Gundam, they have these marker pens. In fact, I have one right here. Now, this is a gray one, but you want a black one. It's actually called a Gundam marker. And you can use these for panel lines. So like on a piece of machinery, let's say you have, panel lines, you want it to really show, you take this ballpoint pen, basically, this marker, and you go down the line so you can create those definition points, those panel lines, as people like to call them. Okay. Now, don't worry if you mess up, guys. They make a Gundam eraser, which can help you with that as well. Definitely, this is stuff you can find on Amazon and at most hobby shops, guys. So take a look. You might even find it at like your local Hobby Lobbies. It's a thing you guys can do. But on this figure, we don't have to worry about it. They did a tremendous job on this, guys. I'm loving this figure. This is definitely one of my favorite Spider-Man figures. At least until we get some other ones. I really want to get that black symbiote. I have it coming through the pipeline right now. So in a couple more days, I just can't wait. I can't wait. So there we are. If you're asking on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to say I'm going to give him a 9.5. 9.5 because he's just awesome. The paint apps on here are good. I would like the legs to have a little bit more definition, but I mean, the wrists, that's not bad because this gives me an opportunity to have some fun with some customizing. So those wrist web shooters, I'm going to hit those with some silver, and we'll see if they really make that much of a difference, if they really do pop. If they do, I can't wait. So we'll see what happens, guys. Once again, I want to thank you guys for checking out Dave's Dimension. I want to thank you guys for checking out the channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. If you got comments, questions, concerns, you can always hit me up in the comment section below, or better yet, you can always message me on Instagram at Daves_Dimension. Also, if you're not already a part of the Dimension, do me a favor, hit that red button, hit that bell for notifications, and keep tuning in for amazing content that's coming your way very soon, guys. So until next time, guys, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying keep on busting, and I will always catch you on the flip side. Take care.